Jeez. I just spent like the last 2 minutes clearing my throat, and as soon as I click the live button, I feel the need to do it again. I feel the need to do it again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to some more Monster Hunter. I say hello, everyone, like people jumped in immediately, but hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, hi. I just want you to... Uh-oh. 1 second. There we go. I just want you to know that you're in the wrong place. Really, what I want you to know is that I love you. So, with that confession out of the way, let's jump in, shall we? Gonna be well, it's Thursday, so you already knew. It's gonna be a short one. A good, 2.5 to 3 hours, probably, before I have to depart and sleep. That's really it. The main reason I have to depart is sleep, because I've got work tomorrow. Fridays I can go a little longer, but it'll probably still be about 3-ish hours. So, yep, spoilers in case you didn't see it on the playlist on the YouTubes, or who knows, I might go long. Like, it was really. Oh, I do have multiple save files. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, let's just matchmake. Like, it doesn't really matter. If I need to, I can create my own. I really wonder how this game will be. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping this doesn't happen for years and years and years, but I'm really curious as to how this game will be when...
Head to the Wildspire Waste immediately.
Okay, Commander. But, right, so I have readjusted a couple of audio settings, so the game should be a bit louder, I should be a bit louder. I didn't make the desktop sounds a bit louder, so hopefully I will be more in line with, the people I'm chatting online with, Bakura and all them, when they're next in, which probably won't be tonight. Hello! It's B, right? B's the button? It is. Okay, good. Login bonus. New content available at the Steam store. Lucky vouchers for days. Maybe. Cool, whatever. Alright, so something that I didn't do a good job of Sunday was I never did explore over here. I noticed these exclamation points toward the end of the stream, but it was getting to be toward the end of the stream. So, hello.
Good to see you.
Ah, Hunter. Since you've established yourself as a reliable presence here, I'd like to make a little request. When investigating large monsters, you can either slay or capture them. Naturally, both have their scientific merits, but frankly... I'm so sorry. Well, it would be better for our long-term research to receive a live specimen that we can later return to the wild. So if you capture your quarry alive, you will be committed for it and receive greater rewards, commission rolls.
Good luck.
How about it? Capture your targets instead of slaying them, and you'll be making a great contribution to our efforts here.
Good to see you.
Splendid. The Fifth Fleet. Just what I was looking for. At present, we have the Research Commission Survey and Squad Capture... and Capture Squad, or the Go-Getters for short, are studying the Kuluyaki's behavior. We are hoping to capture one alive, accustom the scout flies to its unique characteristics, and then release it. That will allow us to track the monster and uncover its mode of life. And there's nothing in the world I desire more than that right now. Hence my decision to request help from the Fifth. I would like you to perform the capture for us. The quest is called Snatch the Snatcher. Any assistance you give us would be most appreciated. Okay, so it's in Wildspire Waste, apparently. Cool. Alright. Do I have to accept that over here? Probably. I'm gonna fuck around with a few different weapon types tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna try to make any progress with the main story.
Yes?
Oh, you're from the Fifth, are you? Then you have finished your first quest. This is ecological research, headed up by yours truly. I am terrible at organizing my books. Tell me, did you find any monster data out there? Tracks, caches, that sort of thing? Data tells us a story about the monsters. An elaborate and interesting one at that. I'm just making sure I lock my door. Your job in the field team is to track the monsters, collect data, and advance the study. Our job is to take that data, analyze it, and compile our findings for the commission. What we learn helps you out in the field, too. So you see, we do need each other.
I'll be here.
Drop by here anytime, and I'll show you what we're looking for. So, what is it? Oh. Ecological research, a facility for studying monsters. Okay. Research level increased. Report. Okay, so that's what I need to look at him. All right, cool. Research levels. I imagine the Zora Magdaros one I can only advance by doing the main story, but the rest of these... Goddamn Rathian. The rest of these I should be good. So I'm already level... Or is that like the level of monster? Okay. No, apparently we did level up with... somehow. Maybe it's something my compatriots helped me with when they were doing the hunt with me. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. I'm just making it up as I go along. So Key asked me what I was gonna name my my Poogie. So I'm assuming there's a way to rename it. Him, her, they, them. I don't know. But we'll get to that. And I remember this. The chap next door still hasn't returned. He takes his field work far too seriously. I worry. You know, it's high time our boss returned to his duties too. I remember you're able to, like, grow stuff over here. I got far enough to unlock that. So I'm assuming it's not... It won't be too long before I can start doing that with this playthrough. How does the SOS work? Sure. Apparently there's only... Oh, apparently I don't meet the requirements for either of these. So there's only 2 SOSs? Really? Well, let me search assigned. Oh, maybe it's just because I'm really early in... search for available. No quests. Okay. I forget. How do I look at who's in the... Okay, apparently I'm primary group gunsmith now. How does that even work? Yeah, I don't know. I do not know, but at least I've talked to them. Let's look at optional. So apparently I've been doing a lot of these. Snatch the Snatcher, okay. Arena, learning the clutch. Oh, this is the tutorial. Okay, yeah, let's learn how to do this real quick. Yeah, we're not going to use any vouchers for it. Alright. Hey. So yeah, we're gonna check this. Hi, the custom radio menu is a useful feature. Register shortcuts for items, combine items, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Additional features have also been added. Gamepad radio menus. LB while holding R the right stick. Okay. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Keyboard. Use the keyboard if assigned. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. This game loves its pop-up text box tutorials. Like, it'd be really great if it would, like... I don't know, I prefer more organic methods of teaching. You know, like, you have control of your character and something pops up on the side of the screen and you can work with that, you know, with the text on there instead of having to memorize pages and pages of text while you can't do anything. I also feel like this isn't really the most interesting content to watch. But anyway, the clutch claw lets you grapple onto a monster and then attack its face. Sorry, I want to just attack its face. Enemy weapon, regardless of whether you shield or not, let you switch to the slinger with LT. And then, okay, so like, yeah, okay. No. Okay, so the monster has to be staggered before we can grapple. Okay. So that lets you feel like a bit of a badass, for sure. I also like how they're showing it with the greatsword. Like, I wonder if that changes if your chosen weapon is different, or if it's just the same generic movie. When knocked back, monsters will lose their balance. When grappling monster, press softening the monster's hide. Because there's slinger ammo.
Let's get you up to speed on using the claw. Here's a crash course. Let's go over the basics first. Use your clutch claw with your weapon sheath. That's it. Nice work.
Yeah, see, like
You
this.
can fire your claw with your weapon drawn as well. Try drawing your weapon before firing the clutch claw. That's it. Nice work. Each weapon handles slightly differently, so make sure to put in enough time with each weapon to get fully accustomed. Let's move on. Hit a monster with your clutch claw to cling onto it. First, let's go over the weapon attacks you can use while clinging to a monster. The type of attack depends on which weapon you have equipped. The one you're wielding now will soften up a monster's hide. Before we move on, let's get the exact timing down. This is going to be important, so pay attention.
Okay.
If the monster is moving, you're going to have a tough time landing an attack while clinging on. Attack the monster first to make it flinch, and once it stops, hit it where it hurts. Okay, let's see if you can pull this off in practice. Pay close attention to the monster's movements and land your attack.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming.
There, stop moving. Grapple on. Good. Now attack with your weapon.
Okay. I did not mean to go over to the side, so we can like move around there. We can move around.
Deflected when targeting a spot you've softened up. If you're struggling to land a solid hit because the monster's hide is too thick, here's your answer.
Roger that. All right, hold on. Let me get up. No, or not.
Okay. Next, we're gonna try to hit the monster's head while clinging onto it. It depends on the monster, but there are usually several body parts you can cling onto. You can move to different parts of the monster's body while clinging onto it, but you'll consume a lot of stamina.
Okay.
Make sure to get your aim right before going for a particular body part.
Roger that.
You'll need slinger ammo. Go find some and load up.
Where do I load up on slinger ammo again? Oh, with like stones, right? Okay.
Do you see anything around you could use as slinger ammo?
I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. I'm a little slow, but I'm getting there.
Attack the monster first to make it flinch, and once it stops, hit it where it hurts.
Okay, so I can't stun it with stones.
There, stop moving. Grapple on. Now, use your slinger.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. I'm a dumbass.
You missed your opening, but don't sweat it. Just focus on attacking it again until the next chance comes.
I didn't realize what we were doing. Okay, I've got it. Ah, piss. Oh shit, bro, mate, I'm gonna need you to get up. And then a flint shot. There we go. Okay, I got this.
That attack will consume all of your slinger ammo, but it can knock back monsters. Let's move on.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm with you so
Let's
far.
look at how to attack with your clutch claw. You can use this attack when clinging onto a monster's head. Attack the monster first to make it flinch, and once it stops, hit it where it hurts.
Got it. I'm glad we're doing this with the Jagras. And not something really tricky. Oh shit, I need fucking slinger ammo. There's a lot to this. I wasn't expecting all this. I thought it was just going to be a quick little, hey, here's how to do the thing.
Use a claw attack to force the monster to change course.
Oh shit.
There, stop moving. Grapple on. That's it. Nice work. Try again. This consumes a lot of stamina, but it allows you to make the monster change directions in quick succession. Uh-oh, looks like the monster is getting angry. When enraged, you won't be able to knock back monsters or get them to change course.
Oh shit.
Any monster becomes a threat if they're angry enough.
Ah!
Keep a close watch. When angry, monsters will be a lot more aggressive, so it's best to keep your distance for a while. Looks
Okay.
like it's calmed down. Let's move on.
So,
Right. Now let's put everything you've learned so far into practice.
Oh dear.
This attack makes use of your surroundings. Fire your slinger while clinging onto the monster's head to make it slam into walls. This will be a great opportunity to really wail on the monster. This is your time to shine.
Let's get something to drink first here. This sounds like I'm going to actually be fighting it for real, so I need to not suck. So, get it to like stun or stagger or whatever the actual term for it is. And then, that's the wrong button. That's a good way to break off parts, too. Okay. I keep pushing the wrong button. That's a problem. That is a serious problem. Alright, then we do this. Not quite the part I wanted, but we'll just... I really feel like X should be the attack button. I just keep... I mean, I'm gonna learn it, like, especially once I'm... Okay, so let's... Oh, piss. I wasn't expecting him to do all that now. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, is it B to use a claw attack? Okay. I'm gonna end up killing this motherfucker before I actually do any of this shit. And then... What was the flint shot again?
Keep a close eye on your stamina.
Oh shit.
Grappling onto a monster will burn through it in a hurry.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I'm gonna figure this out. Like, we just went through all this, and I've already forgotten how to do some of it. Shit. This thing has... Nope. It's alright, that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. Yeah, fuck. Okay, so that's how I do this. I feel like I've mastered this. Nope. Is it with this? Is this how I make him do? And then...
Don't rush. Wait for the monster to flinch.
Okay, flint shot. There we go.
Looks like you strayed too far from the wall. Don't worry. Just try it again.
Okay. I've got this now. I've got this. I've got this. No, it's facing the wrong way. Maybe if I do this. Whoa. Like, I know I can make him change direction with... Oh, piss. Oh, piss. Yep. Alright, hold on.
Calm down. You need ammo to fire your slinger.
Right. It uses up all my slinger ammo when I do one of those. That's right. That's good to remember. Uh-oh. Ah, piss. I'm gonna run out of potions doing this stinking tutorial. No, bro! Oh. I definitely pushed that too many times. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Try this. Can't remember if it's the right trigger or...
Keep a close eye on your stamina. Grappling onto a monster will burn through it in a hurry. Calm down. You need ammo to fire your slinger.
Come back over here, man. Come back over here. Yeah, I need to turn him around.
Looks like you strayed too far from the wall. Don't worry. Just try it again.
Oh, down here. This is a lot of doing. It's like it's hard for me to keep it all straight in my mind. Uh-oh. No! Yes! It worked! Oops. Wrong button! Okay, so... It's B to redirect... I thought it was B to turn him around. And then... Oh, piss. Hold on.
Carefully observe the monster. You won't be able to knock it back or change its direction when it's angry.
Uh-oh.
Keep a close eye on your stamina.
Oh, no. Keep a close eye on your health.
Will burn through it in a
Close
hurry.
eye on your health. Keep close... Okay. Oh no, I'm out of the good juice. I am out of the good juice. Okay, let's do this. And then I keep doing... I'm an idiot. No! Okay, yep, hold on. I fucked that up. I fucked that up. Hey, how's it going? Hi, how are you? I like your name. How you doing? Oh, piss. I'm doing alright. I'm just really struggling with what I think is a pretty good, mechanic in the game. I just, come on, hit him. Dang it!
Looks like you strayed too far from the wall.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah.
Just try it again.
I feel like this would actually be easier out in the wild. Okay, so let's wait for... There we go. It would help if I actually hit his face. Yeah, I'm trying... Like, I'm new to the game, which may be obvious just from watching. I am missing. Okay, yeah, this is perfect.
Great job.
Yes!
Always keep an eye out for ways to use your environment to your advantage when hunting. Nice work. That covers everything. Class dismissed.
Yeah, this is like just... From what I've seen anyway, you're generally not fighting these monsters in large open areas. Oh, wait. The quest is over. I can't take damage anymore. Come on, man. Just wail on me. You've earned it. I kept you here far longer than you should have been. But yeah, like the the most difficult thing for me to wrap my head around was that I had to reload every time I did the that one. I can't remember the proper terms. It's the attack where I hit him with all my rocks.
Head to the Wildspar Waste immediately.
I want to say yes, but like I haven't set up a proper I haven't set up my own Discord yet, so I can't just pull people I don't already know into to voice chat. At least not easily. But I'll be setting that up this weekend, so in the future I'll definitely be able to pull anyone in. Actually, how hard is it to set up a Discord? I can do it pretty quick, right? Like I have Discord open. Yeah, sure. Let's do for a club or community. I'll just call it Val Stream Hangout, I guess. Got it, whatever. Starting, schedule events, blah blah blah, dismiss. Oh wow, yeah, like I just used a template and set it up pretty quick. So let me see if I can get you the link. The invite link. Like, I'll set this up properly later. Sorry, I have no idea what I'm doing. This has got to be easy, right? Invite people. There we go. Okay, I'm copying the link. I'm sending it to you now. And by to you, I mean I'm posting it in chat. Insert edgy name here. I like it.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing alright. Okay, so you probably... Now we probably need to set up a thing in the game, huh?
So, with Monster Hunter, it's actually fairly simple. So, I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, so go into the menu, and then you see the thing with the little speech bubble icon.
Yep.
And then under that should be, like, copy session ID somewhere.
Okay, so I have a two PC. I have a dual PC setup. I'm gaming on the laptop, but I'm streaming from my desktop. Is there a way for me to display the code, the session ID?
So, the session ID is just a bunch of random numbers and letters.
Mm-hmm.
So, because if you want to display, I think the only way... Oh, let me turn the volume down. I can't hear anything.
Can't even hear yourself think.
It's loud.
I mean, if nothing else, if you're playing on PC, you can just add you on Steam, and you can come in that way.
Yeah, I'm playing on Steam.
All right. Let me pull up my. Because it's like, I streamed this Sunday for the first time, so I have done a little bit of this, but I'm also just really bad at life. Okay. Add a friend.
So, I think the easiest way to do it was, could you Alt-Tab out of the game and then just pull up Twitch?
pull up Twitch. I mean, I can, yeah. I haven't logged into Twitch on the laptop.
Oh, well, actually, so if you just go to your Twitch profile, and then you can still type it in the chat. I'm pretty sure, maybe. Actually, no, you couldn't do that.
Oh wait, you mean copy it in the game and then paste it in my chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
So go back to the speech bubble, copy session ID. So it's copied to my clipboard. So if I Alt Tab out and then go to my channel real quick here. All right.
Or you could just. No, I didn't do that.
Just need to mute this real quick. Oh well, I need to log in to Twitch to be able to do this. Right? Yeah, because it's going to be like, hey, you're not a person.
Yeah.
Alright. Give me half a second. When I was setting up my Twitch account, Twitch was being a real pain with the password. So I ended up setting up a stupid password that I can't remember. So I need to... Okay. So I need to hide my screen real quick. I'm sorry this is taking a minute.
Oh no, it's completely fine. I know that dual PC setups can be really weird.
Okay, so log in.
Because I'm just happy to find somebody that's on PC playing Monster Hunter, because it's hard to find people that are on PC nowadays.
Oh, I just wish I was, Oh, jeez, I set up the worst password in the world. I'm going to have to change my password at some point. Like, I almost wish I hadn't hidden my screen, just so you can see how many dots are in the password field right now.
That sounds fun. Oh, was it like one of the randomly generated Google ones?
No, it's like a passphrase, so it's like an entire sentence, but I had to throw in some numbers and special characters and stuff. It's rough to type, but at least I won't have to do this again. And now it's wanting me to pull up my email for a code. Okay. Give me just a second. This is going to be like half the stream right here.
Twitch is so weird.
Login verification code. Yeah, it's like they, Okay. So am I logged in now? Is everything good? Oh, right. I'm logged in. Excellent. So now I can paste this. And now I can go over here and reset the screen. Now I'm gonna pause this. I don't want to count as a viewer in my own stream. That would be kind of silly.
And there we go. After it loads, I'll be joining your online session, is what they call it.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll be able to join your quests.
After I watch all the cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless I do some optional quests. I'm trying to think. So I do have an optional quest that I think is just trying to teach me how to capture monsters alive. While I'm thinking about it, I need to get some more potions and stuff. So I know I need traps to capture a monster alive, but I've never actually done it, so I don't know what else it entails.
So there's a few things. So in order to capture monster, you have to get it to low health to where it's able to be captured, and then you have to get it into a trap, and
Uh-huh.
then you have to use tranquilizer bombs on it
Tranquilizer
to put it to
bombs.
sleep.
And I'm assuming I have to make those.
Yeah, so right now I would just recommend like that or no, I don't think it comes with any. But right now just I wouldn't really worry about it. You can just go ahead and keep doing a bunch of the main quests. I'll just join you after you finish all the cutscenes because Lord knows I've already played too much of this game.
All right. One thing I have requested from everyone that does play with me is to, like, I don't want to be carried.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to
Use
ruffle
like
stomp.
use low low
Lower,
level equipment and stuff so we
lower
don't
ish.
insta
Yeah,
kill the
yeah, yeah.
monsters. Yeah,
I want to actually experience
gotta
the
keep the
game.
experience.
Yeah. Like it would be one thing if this was like a third playthrough and I just wanted to get to the end game real quick.
Yeah.
But okay, so I need honey to make a mega potion, right? Yeah. How do I craft? This is how I craft.
Because that's one of the best parts about this game is that your stats and everything is entirely dependent on your gear.
Yeah, there's no like leveling up in the traditional sense.
Yeah.
So it's like
You know,
I have
the only
played...
leveling up that you get is like getting better at the game with skill.
Oh well, in that case, I'm just hopeless. But we're still gonna carry on. Yeah, I'm figuring out the crafting real quick here. So I definitely need more honey for sure. Anything else I can make? What's... I don't even know what some of these do. Removes all traces of poison and restores health. Very slightly increases your maximum health level. I'm assuming that's only...
Nutrients. So at the beginning of a hunt, you can, or before a hunt, you can eat meals, right?
Yeah.
So you can eat meals, and if you eat fresh ingredients, that will give you more health. It'll increase your maximum health.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
And so what that'll do is if you faint during the hunt, then that health bonus will go away. And so what the nutrients and mega nutrients are for is so then after that, then you can still get that health bonus.
Okay. So it's just...
Think of it like buffing up before a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, like the main issue for me, and this may be true for a lot of new players in Monster Hunter in general, but it's like when I'm presented with the information, I understand it, but because there's so many different things to remember,
But you don't know how to use it.
It's like, and then in the moment, it like when I need to use that information because there's so much, I just completely forget. I'm just like, so how do I do this again?
Yeah, that is absolutely a problem with games in general. That happens a lot is overloading players with information.
Yeah, I feel like Monster Hunter, like especially with the way it goes about presenting its information with all those text boxes at the beginning of the game, like there's just so much thrown at you within the first few hours, and then you're just like, okay, sure.
Because if you ever hear a veteran talk about it, basically they'll say, "Hit the monster till it dies. If you get hit, drink a potion."
Oh sure, yeah. If you put it like that, sure. You like anybody could play Monster Hunter.
Because you don't need to know any of the stuff. Like that is the basic level of the game. That's what it is. Like that's what you do. That's all it is. It's just that there are small little bits there that's like, here's a little tip that could help you out. And it tries to put all of that into words when in all of the past Monster Hunter games, it quite literally said, all right, here's how you cook food, here's how you eat a meal, and here's how you use your weapon. Go fight things.
Yeah, have fun, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I played Monster Hunter Tri back when that came out. I never beat it, but I got fairly far in it. But that was like, 10 plus years ago. And then I briefly touched this on PlayStation, but I don't like paying I don't like paying extra to play online. So I quickly dropped the habit there.
Oh,
But,
does PlayStation have that too?
yeah, PlayStation Plus. You have to pay a subscription to... Yeah. Even Nintendo does it now, and Nintendo held out for the longest time. I have caught some specimens of endemic life out in the field. Oh, I can have pets in my home. This is cool.
Pet.
Not that I really... I like how he's like, hey, I caught some stuff, and then it's like I go to place my pets, and there's nothing on the list. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the next story quest, just so you don't have to
Head to the Wildspire Waste
twiddle your thumbs
immediately.
waiting on me.
Oh, I have a fun little game that we can play. So you see that, you remember that chain that you saw that was like going up and down?
Oh,
So if you
going up to the, I can't remember the name of it, the ship up there?
gathering, yeah. So if you click on that chain and then, have you been to the Gathering Hub yet?
I have, yes.
Yeah. So if you go up there, you want to arm wrestle?
I'm heading up now. I'm assuming you're wanting to show off your gear.
Yes and no, but also
Also.
arm wrestling. It's a little tradition that I have. So if you come over this barrel, you
Hold
can
on.
get up and
I've gotten yet another
Yeah.
tutorial. Hold on.
there's a ton of these in this game.
And again, it's just a text box. It doesn't like... Oh, this is telling me about arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Cool. And then arena quests.
Arena quests are stuff for either for extra stuff or once you finish everything. And so arm wrestling is just a mashing contest. It's either left click. I'm pretty sure it's either A or B. Pretty
Okay,
sure
yeah,
it'll be A.
I was about to say, I'm playing with the controller, so left click means
Yeah.
nothing to me.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're either going to stomp me really quick, or this will be a fun little contest. Oh, hey, B, 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 it's B! It's B!
Wait, what is B?
Oh, piss! Okay, we're definitely doing that again. Okay, hold on. I gotta beat my fist into the plank
Let's
first. Let's do it. Come. So it's B. It's B. I'm warming up my thumb right now. How about thee? Oh, I used to be such a good button masher when I was like 20. Oh, you got me again.
Let's go.
Okay.
Another one in the bag.
Best 3 out of 5. Come on. Best 3 out of 5. Come on. All right, let's do this.
And this is why I always have and always will call Monster Hunter a community game.
Come on. Oh, even with the double thumb mashing, you still beat me.
The double thumb mashing, man.
Look, man. I was like this. I'm holding it up to I was like this, but with my thumbs. I was like, come on. Oh man. So what weapon are does your icon represent? Is that the hammer?
Mine is the charge blade.
The charge blade.
Basically, it's a sword and shield that turns into a big axe. But I like to call it my boomstick
Okay.
because it has this big move that takes a while to charge up called an SAD. Super Amped Element Discharge. Basically, big boom.
Big boom. Okay, yeah.
Big boom.
Some of that was a little Greek to me, but I understand it conceptually. Like, I understand.
Yeah, no.
In fact, I think I've seen it in action in YouTube videos and such in the past.
Because like a weapon pose, so like sword. Where's the axe? There's the axe.
Oh my God! Look at the size of that thing. I thought my sword was. How do you
Big boy.
How do you do the weapon pose? Is it in here? Poses.
I'm a very vain person, so I paid money for a pose pack.
Look, I mean, if you're going to be spending a lot of time in a game, like I can't judge you at all for that. I've definitely blown my money on silly things in games in the past. Oh. Do I really only have 2 poses? Oh, the weapon pose. Okay, I do have this one. I did not realize how much larger this sword was than me.
It's like 1.5 times your height.
Yeah.
See, this is why I love this game, and it's not just like the Final Fantasy VII or remake or something. Where it's like he has this huge sword, but he swings it around like it's nothing. Like,
oh yeah,
it has weight to it.
Like you have to think about what you're doing. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about changing to a weapon that's smaller and quicker. Just because, like, I am a bit of a button masher, and I do panic when I see, like, a 1.5 tons of Barroth charging at me. Like, I do panic a little bit.
If that's the case, then the greatsword is probably not for you, because the greatsword is one of the hardest but most satisfying weapons in the game.
Yeah, so like I remember enjoying it in Try, so that's why I was like trying to use it. And
yeah,
I think I'm gonna keep at it for a little bit.
In Try, they had something called. Was this Try or Generations? I'm pretty sure maybe it was Generations, but didn't they have styles in Try? Maybe I don't think they did.
That I don't like.
Yeah,
it's not ringing a bell. No.
Oh yeah, no, it was in Generations because there was something called styles, so you could have like. Play aerial greatsword where you could jump up in the air as greatsword and do like a dash in the air and then an aerial attack.
That sounds crazy.
Generations Ultimate is probably one of like the best of the old generation games. Because Monster Hunter is now that World and Rise have come out, has been split up into 2 types. There's the old generation, which is like the first Monster Hunter up to Generations Ultimate. And then there's the new world stuff, which is Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise and everything going forward. And I have Generations Ultimate, but I haven't played through it. But I think that once I do eventually play through it, which is probably going to take a few years because I'm lazy, is going to take
These games are also pretty big. These games are also pretty big.
Oh, absolutely. These games are huge. Like, I have, like, close to 600, 700 hours on this one alone.
I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna be that committed to this game, but I mean, you never know. You never know. Like I have enjoyed what little of it I've played so far.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm heading back down. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the quest. I don't think I'm gonna switch over quite yet. Like, I just need to spend some time with each weapon and try to.
Have you been to the training grounds yet?
I have. I messed around a bit with the sword and shield, the glaive, the great sword, obviously, and there was like one other one, and then someone in chat had me use a weapon that I can only think of as bagpipes. Like you play songs to boost
the hunting horn.
Yeah.
The hunting horn's great.
In my mind, it's just gonna be bagpipes. Like, I can't think of it as anything else.
It's bagpipes with bonk.
Yeah, and it seems like if you know what you're doing, you can really boost your party and still get in a bit of damage yourself.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what I'm doing.
I had a dude who I used to play with a lot. He played hunting horn, and he both played the hunting horn and had like top DPS, like the most DPS of the party, and with that he buffed everybody's damage outputs to like 2.5 times what they would normally be.
Basically, you're saying you were playing with a god, just to.
Yes, yeah. Because alright, I'm just gonna be straight up. I'm gonna admit it. Some people of this game are actually gods.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like this game does have like with every weapon type, it seems like there's a deep enough set of mechanics that if you really know what you're doing, like it wouldn't surprise me if you told me that there are some people that can go through this game without taking damage, like how some people can with Dark Souls, you know?
Speaking of, somebody actually did that a while ago.
Yeah, see, exactly. Like that doesn't
that's a
surprise
challenge
me.
that somebody did. However, there's only one person in the world that's done it because it is balls crazy hard.
Especially with a game this big. Like Dark Souls, at
Yeah.
least, is a relatively small game. It's just so difficult it feels big. I can't wait to hear about somebody in Elden Ring doing a no damage run.
Oh, doing a no damage. All right, I want to see an Iron Man run, including Elden Ring. Do you know what an Iron Man run is?
Yeah, it's where you play through each game, and like I've only heard of Iron Mans for like the 3 Dark Souls plus Demon Souls and Sekiro. So there's already one with Elden Ring.
No, not yet. I don't
Okay,
think.
okay.
But, or at least I don't think anybody's done one.
I mean,
But
yeah.
But yeah, I know, like what I would want to see was like Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Demon Souls, and then Elden Ring.
Sorry, yeah, it was Bloodborne, not Sekiro.
Yeah.
He must have left some kind of trail.
Where is the chest on this map? There it is. So we're just gonna grab this. Easy rations. God, there's so much in this game. Like, there's different kinds of rounds for your slinger, which is just mind-boggling to me. Okay, so find the missing scholar. Oh, I need to start adding the no spoiler tag to my streams because some people love to just come in and
Yeah. Because I always try my best to not spoil things. Like I.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna be straight with it. You don't sound like an asshole. like you like you sound like a pretty cool dude.
Thanks.
So it's like some people just aren't like that. Like they just want to ruin your day. Fire herb. What are these ants about? Are they just going to and from the fire herb? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so scholar. If I was a missing scholar, where would I be?
Actually, you want to hear a funny story that happened to me when I first started playing this game?
Sure.
So, when I first started playing this game, I immediately knew that I loved it. It fit me perfectly. And so, when I played through the main story, I played it for 3 days. I beat it in 3 days. And at the end of those 3 days, I had 69 hours on the game.
Nice. Alright.
There's only 72 hours in 3 days.
Oh, see, I was so focused on the 69, I didn't even think about it. Yeah. Oh, man, dude, so you just didn't sleep.
Yeah. I'm very glad that it was summer.
Wait, what's that there?
Because I'm a student, so
Wait. What's going on with the scout flies?
summer's great for me.
You know, it's been ages since I've even thought about that kind of life. Like, I'm not a student. I've been out of school. Like, I never went to college or university or anything. So I've been out of school for like, God, how long ago was 2006? Like 14 years now?
I think it's 15.
15?
15.
So I'm even older than I'm letting on. But yeah, it's just like it's been so long since I've been in that mode that hearing someone talk about summer vacation, it's like, oh, what's that again? Okay,
I mean, I can definitely understand it. When something doesn't happen for you for a long time, it's
yeah.
what happens. But
That's part of life, though. It's like,
yeah,
you go through those stages and those phases.
because I try my best to enjoy what I'm able to live like this. Because I know it's not going to be forever. Absolutely not. But it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, definitely enjoy it while you can. I was just distracted by fish. Okay, so we're gonna keep going this way, I guess.
Women love me, fish fear me.
That's because you're a ladies' man, not a fish dude. I don't even know what I'm saying. So missing footprints. More. So it's like, does this game go deep in like the scout fly lore? Because my handler right now is like, what's going on with the scout flies? We've never seen this before.
Oh, the scout flies are just the things that lead you to places. That's really all they are.
Okay, so there's no like deep lore to it.
What's that he's sitting next to?
Yeah, I mean, you
Looks like a-
think of them like dogs. It's like sniffer dogs. It's like they sniff out things and point you to where things are. That's what they are. That's what they do.
Yeah. I understand them functionally, but it's like, you know how some games are. They have like the function, and then there's like 500 pages of lore. If you're really interested in
Kirby. Kirby is like that.
Don't let him find me.
Is like
Did you
Kirby's
say
just like
Kirby?
Kirby. He's this tiny little ball of pink, and he's so adorable.
I know who Kirby is. I just didn't think Kirby had lore.
That didn't kill the
But Kirby, if you actually think about the stuff that he's done, he is the most powerful being. Like, oh my.
See, I've heard that argument with Minecraft Steve just because of how much he can carry. Like, I think it was what's that YouTube channel called? I can't think of its name.
Game Theory?
Yeah, Game Theory. Thank you. He did like a whole video on Minecraft Steve and how he can, like, with as much as he carries, if you completely maximize it out, he should technically turn into a black hole because physics.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's this? Okay, I'm apparently at a point where you can join me. Where did he go? There he is. Oh shit. This thing's actually kind of scary.
Don't worry, I got my boomstick.
Oh jeez. Uh-oh.
Get yourself out of that gunk before you do anything else.
Cavity! Now he's throwing muck everywhere. Alright, yeah, I need to remember to start using my thing. My claw.
You've been hit with water blight.
Oh no.
That's gonna put a damper on your stamina recovery.
Oh
Also,
no.
have you done the True Charge Slash? Like the 3-hit combo? that
Yeah.
does- yeah.
Yeah.
So remember, with that, you have to hold forward in order to get that to work correctly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a very helpful person in my chat Sunday when I streamed this for the first time. He was like, hey, did you know about this? And, oh shit. I should probably focus on the fight, I'm sorry. Oh, dang, I need to actually drink my potion. Eh. No, not that potion, the free one. Yeah, there we go.
Don't try to engage a monster when your health is low. It's smarter to focus on healing.
I keep running into the gunk he's thrown out. Ugh.
I'll be there soon. I'm right here. Hold on. Grab the red bit.
Oh. Is there a way to, like, trick him into going on land? I feel like that's... Come on! Ugh. You are right about that satisfaction, though. Like 165 damage if you get the third one down good. That feels so great.
Also, I'm assuming that person in chat Sunday told you to not use the defender armor.
Yeah, he saw me wearing it, and he asked, hey, is this your first time playing? I said, yeah. And then he explained what that armor was. And I was like, oh, because it's like, you know, when you're first starting the game out, like, you want to pick what looks coolest and what sounds like the best. And then he told me why that armor was added, and I was like, oh, yeah, it
should really tell people. It should really tell people what that armor actually is.
Yeah, like, it had a whole pop-up and everything. I was like, you know what? Yeah. But you see, at first I thought it was, like, in the game at launch. Like, you know, I didn't remember it when I played it on PlayStation, so I just assumed it was like a PC thing or something. But no, he said they added it when they released Iceborne to get players to Iceborne quicker. Oh, this thing has legs! Neat.
Fucking fish, go away!
Okay, the monster's tired. Now's your chance to deal some serious damage.
Okay, so let's do this. Oh no, I missed his face. I'm trying to claw on him right now. It's not working out so good.
Did you seriously run away? Are you seriously running away? You fish, get back here. I'm going to kill you.
No, he's definitely running away. I wish the range on the claw thing was a little larger, a little longer.
Yeah, but what people do with it is, like, when they're chasing things like this, they get onto it and deal a little bit more damage.
Oh, that's actually smart. That's actually smart.
And so if it was any longer, then it would
be
way too. Oh hey, I thought you mounted it.
You can. So there's a difference between clawing on it and mounting it?
Yeah. So if you do an aerial attack, there's a small chance to mount it, and that'll like knock him down and give damage. Like, yeah, English is hard.
Yeah, especially when you're fighting a monster. I'm just gonna drink all my potion. Let's just drink the next dose too.
Because my favorite way to explain Monster Hunter to new players is, your job is to be the most badass can be.
I'm with you so far. Where's he going? Oh, hey! Ugh.
Yeah, like that. Mounted him. And he's dead.
So the idea, because it's like, obviously I can't just jump. So it's like I have to attack him from high ground. I got you.
So if you roll or run off of like a ledge or something, you'll jump off it.
And then if you attack while you're in the air, or do you even have to attack to mount a monster? Oh, Jesus! Here, you punk. Ah! I think your attack is just a little faster than mine.
You can actually do that. You can only do this with a few certain attacks in the game. But there is one for Greatsword where you like swing it up. I'm not sure what it is though.
I feel like that's one of the things you can do with your secondary attack is like an upswing, but I don't
Yeah.
know how to do it consistently. Oh hey, my research level increased. I need to talk to the guy. I'm trying to remember to do this and do that. So it looks like I actually destroyed 2 parts off of him. I didn't even mean to.
Gather round, everyone. We're ready to begin. Thanks to you, we've made great strides towards understanding the tracks that have turned up across the continent. Our researchers have done some projections. Now we know where Zora Magdaros will go next. It's heading for the Great Ravine.
The Great Ravine? The huge valley out past the Wildspire?
Correct. So I have a proposition for all of you. I say we try and capture Zora once it gets there.
Have you gone mad?
Capture it? Hear me out. The ravine is the perfect terrain for staging such an event. We're not going to get a better chance than this.
I'm so glad I don't have to do any of the voice acting for this scene. This is great. I like
Great.
the sound of this.
If we don't take this opportunity, it will be a decade before the next opportunity presents itself. Maybe longer.
That's a problem. I'm gonna go have to make a great sword.
Is it even possible?
If I said it wasn't, would that stop you?
The thing that I like to do whenever I play with new peoples, I like to use whatever weapon they're using.
Then it's settled.
Before we send the hunters out for the capture,
may I ask
we need to
why?
secure Astera.
2 reasons. To show them, like, if I ever need to give them a tip or something, it'll be much easier to demonstrate than to... It'll make it much easier to demonstrate. Also, it's kind of a little bit to show off.
You're right.
If I'm,
Grab your next
like...
assignment.
Be like, hey,
Take care of
this
that
is how you
Anjanath.
could use your weapon if you were
But be
good.
careful. The Anjanath is a fearsome monster. One
But it's
step,
also
you're
to give them
done.
encouragement to get good.
Yeah, for sure. I
I
mean-
think I have a great idea. Hunter, I could use your
Because
help.
that's the thing about this game, is that time in the game doesn't actually matter, it's how skilled you
Another
are.
thing, that troubling report we received.
Because, like, there are people with 20 hours in the game that are infinitely better than me,
Good.
by far, easily.
Let's get this show on the road. We have an elder dragon to capture. Everyone dismissed.
I've got a silly question for you.
Probably listen to what the chief bot
No such
has to
thing.
say before we
Well,
do
it's
anything else.
it's not related to the actual hunting or fighting or anything. So, Poogie, the little pig that you can pet and all that.
Poogie!
Poogie, yeah, someone asked me what I was going to name my Poogie. Is it possible to rename it in-game, or is it just...
I'm pretty sure you can rename it in-game, yes. I think. Maybe.
Oh, you
Maybe.
can't... I just found it. I'm so dumb.
Poogie is the best. Poogie is the best little boy.
Is Poogie male or female, or is it just like whatever you decide?
Whatever you decide.
So I have now renamed Pookie to Sir Piggles.
Sir Piggles, that's a good
I
name.
feel like that's a good name, yeah. So, oh yeah, I need to talk to the research guy who's up here, right? Yeah. Hey.
Although I do wish that it wasn't just like the gathering hub that you could interact with your friends with, that it was like the whole area.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I can kind of understand it, at least when you're early in the game. But, you know, like,
'Cause
once
I know-
you
alright.
cross a certain threshold, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to see your friends down here.
Yeah, but like I know why they did it in the old games, is because in the old games they used to have 2 different quest lines. They used to have the village quest line, which was solo and like just on your own, and then they used to have the hub quest line, which was with your friends. So they had 2 different like quest lines.
Yeah. Which I never did any of the hub quests in Try. I stuck to solo because I don't know, I was kind of antisocial at that age.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've got to talk to the chief botanist. Gilly mantle refers to clothing equipment with unique skills. Oh, so I can stealth with this thing. Oh shoot, I don't remember how to set...
Our next assignment is to hunt a Toby Kadachi.
Thank you, Handler.
We should be able to find it in the ancient forest.
I know what I'm doing, Handler. So it's like if I do this... Shortcut 1, shortcut 2... Oh! That's how this works, okay. How do I change what's on each shortcut wheel?
If you go into the menu, then it should be the third one down.
Oh, customize radio. Okay.
And there's two different ones: quest settings and HQ settings. Quest settings is like changing it for like different items for when you're out on a quest. HQ is like for emotes and stuff, and when you're at home base.
So I'm so used to scrolling through the thing, I'll probably never use this. So list flare, first aid. Well, I'm never gonna try to cook in the heat of the moment, so I can replace this with... Although the ghillie suit will also be in the scrolling thing, right? The the D-pad stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, well, I can't check it while I'm in the... Alright. So I think I've done everything I need to do in here. Check supply guy real quick. You can make barrel bombs?
Yeah, you put down barrels and then you hit it and then it goes boom.
But what if you... Can you get the monster to hit it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. But I feel like if I hit it, I'd take some damage. I'm not sure I'm about that life. Alright, you accepted all the login bonus stuff. Why am I doing it again? That's weird. Alright, so I'm about to accept the next quest. Which we're hunting a nasty that's threatening home base so we can go and capture the Elder Dragon? I'm assuming we don't succeed this early in the game.
Oh, that is a Toby Kadachi. That's not an Elder Dragon.
No, in the cutscene, it was saying after we take care of this and secure home base, we're going to try to capture the giant Elder Dragon we kind of climbed on in the opening cutscene.
The Zormangerous one?
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently I can't bring you with me immediately. Gotta watch cutscenes. Did they change that for Rise? Do you still have to watch cutscenes in Rise before you
No,
get
you
to...
don't have to watch. You don't have to watch cutscenes for Rise.
Okay. Because I think somebody told me that before, but you know, I've been thrown a lot of information, so I'm not sure what what I can trust as far as what I'm remembering.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do defense
but
up for this
it's
one.
definitely gotten a lot better from like the try days, because I remember in 4 Ultimate, in order to level up your hunter rank, you used to have to do like special urgent quests to level up your hunter rank. And you had to do them for, if you're playing with a group of 4, you had to do it 4 different times, one for each person.
That just sounds like they're trying to stretch out the length of the game even more.
But you only had to do it if you were playing in a group.
That's
Because like it's always been a mainly multiplayer game, but going through the story with friends has always been a pain in the
Hey,
butt.
partner. In order to use one of your specialized tools, you'll need to equip it from the item bar. They're used just like any regular item, but their effects only last for a limited amount of time. If the tool you're using stops working, don't worry. It'll recharge after a while.
okay. So I'm gonna have to remember I have that if I get in a tight spot fighting a monster. Ugh.
Just remember, when using it, if you get hit or attack, then it'll go away.
So that's a way to balance it and not be like, oh, what hit you? What hit you, you silly monster? Okay. Okay, I think my scout flies have already got the scent. I feel like they just set up some of these footprints for you to find immediately. Oh shit. Oh no, that's a completely different monster. Okay. What's this? Wiggly Lichy? So I do own Monster Hunter Rise as well. Obviously, I'm not going to try to get started on it while I'm still playing through this. Would you say that Rise improves on the formula from this one? Or, like, which do you think is better?
I wouldn't say improves so much as changes.
Changes?
Not in a bad way, though. Because every game has like something different. Like, actually, Try was the game that they added the Charge Blade in. Charge Blade's what I mean, by the way.
Yeah.
And so, like some of them were weapons, some of them were mechanics. Some were kept, some weren't. But like Rise has the wire bugs and everything, and it improves some of the aspects, but also a lot of people see it as not a great game because it's pretty easy, except for like a very small amount of the content that's like really difficult, and there's no real reason to do that content, because in order to get to that, you already have to do things that give you the things that content gives you anyways. So why would you do it?
For bragging rights, I guess, or just to enjoy the challenge. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
And so some people see it like that. I have hope for it after the Sunbreak DLC comes out in a little bit.
Well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I had so much dumped on me Sunday, but somebody told me in chat that Iceborne for this game is what added the like level quests or whatever that
Yes.
they're called.
Yes, that's correct.
And so some people seem to be thinking that the expansion for Rise is going to do the same. Like it's going to add a lot of really good challenging content.
Yeah, they've confirmed that.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's kind of the way that's always been. Because like they released Monster Hunter Tri, and then they released Tri Ultimate, which was the master level content for that. And then they released Monster Hunter 4, and then they released Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. And then they released Generations, and then Generations Ultimate. And then they released World, and then they released World Iceborne. And so it's kind of always been like that.
Except instead of having to buy the entire game again now, we just have to buy the expansion stuff.
Yes.
Which is great. Alright, so I feel like I'm going the wrong way. I feel like I shouldn't be coming up here quite yet, but I'm curious now. Really, I'm just searching for a camp. So I can like spawn up here later and explore. I should probably focus on just hunting the monster. This is, after all, called Monster Hunter.
And for some reason, some people assume that you do things other than hunt monsters.
Like what? What other things do you do?
You don't. That's the thing.
Okay, I gotcha.
Like some people think that you do things other than hunt monsters, but like no, it is Monster Hunter. You hunt monsters.
You know, when you put it like that, it does make sense. Alright, so go over here. All I want to do is find a camp. And then hunt the monster.
Oh, you're actually right near one.
And don't tell me where. I want to actually find it. Okay, I'm assuming if I jump from here, I'm gonna go way down. I don't even know quite how I got up here. I just started following the path.
Ancient Forest is a crazy place.
Yeah, it's like it like toward the end of my PlayStation with it Sunday, like I accidentally discovered that the map had layers, like 3 layers to it. And I was like, how high does this go? This doesn't.
It's got like 15 layers.
So what you're saying is I don't even know. It's like I have no idea.
Nah, it's just got 3 layers. It's still a lot though, especially for how much stuff they pack into it.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, before I realized it had so much verticality, like, I was still thinking, yeah, this is a pretty big map. There's a lot of forest in this forest.
Yeah.
And then I discovered it has 3 layers, and I'm like, what?
Then you discovered the giant fucking tree.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, there's more to this forest than even I thought.
Okay, I hear you.
I should probably just jump down and do, because I'm going to waste all of my time exploring. I could just do an expedition and...
You want to know a neat little tidbit?
What's up?
So go into the options real quick.
I should be safe, yeah.
So go into the options real quick, and then if you go down and find the health and stamina gauge settings, and then make that fixed.
So by fixed,
should be like
always
the 4th.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that way you don't have to worry about it not being able to see your stamina or something.
when you're running.
Well, I kind of like the dynamic because it does pull it up as soon as whoa, there's pages. Um, you know, like I'll change it to that if I need to, but like I like it being dynamic and just hiding whenever it doesn't need to be on the screen. Like I think that's kind of that's kind of nice, freeing up that screen real estate. And then if I start running, I thought I was going to show up. Am I an idiot? Did I assume wrong?
And because it'll just blink like that.
Okay, so let's go ahead and
Because
set
it
then.
because it only shows up when your health only shows up when you get hit, and your stamina only shows up when it gets low.
So, okay, well that's definitely good to know. Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
So where's a good place to jump off? I'm going back to the ground floor.
Also, do you ever play any like MMOs or anything?
I used to be somewhat big into Final Fantasy 14. But you know, it's the same story like with PlayStation Plus. It's like I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to pay a subscription to play online.
Yeah.
And so I had to drop it ultimately. I was also cash strapped at the time, but I don't think I'll ever jump back in just because of the subscription.
I mean, it makes sense. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great game, and it's like if that was all I played, you know, whenever I sat down to play a game, I could justify paying a subscription for it. But I have like 100 unplayed games in my Steam library that should probably get some attention. And so, you know, I'm kind of starting to make my way through those games, and like right now I'm playing the Tomb Raider trilogy in my off time. The new one that Square Enix published a few years back, and it's great. They're short and linear, but they're awesome. Can I jump down here? No. I'm hearing a bad sound. Or is it these things just... Yeah, it's probably those things just hollering at each other. Uh-oh. Did I just accidentally my way where I needed to go?
Yep.
That's cool. So much for... Okay.
Oops, did I just accidentally cutscene?
Yeah, pretty much. Uh-oh. Okay. Ah, piss. I think it can join me. It said I could do the thing. Oh, jeez. This thing really likes to move around. Uh-oh. Yep.
You've been hit with Thunderblight.
Uh-oh.
Be careful. You'll get stunned more easily now.
Anyway, it's time for me to suffer because I absolutely suck with the Grey Sword.
Oh, that's alright. We'll suck together. Also, I got hit with Thunderblight, so this might be a problem. Ah, piss! Oh, I dodged that! Holy... Alright, I didn't dodge that one, though. I am probably about to faint. I am probably about to faint. Get up! Get... Oh, jeez. Recover. Yeah, I was done. Where's my boomstick? Oh...
Yeah, you can custom code. You can custom make automatic automatic messages like that.
Uh-huh.
So, like, if I ever mount a monster, it'll say like "down she blows" or something like that.
There she blows. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. I'll have to look into all that at some point. Okay, so I got stunned real bad there. Is there a quick way to get unstunned, or do you just have to shake that stick like... Uh-oh.
Not really. You just gotta hope and pray that it doesn't kill you.
Good to know. How do I get back up there? Oh, it's this way. Never mind. I saw like the red icon where I had enraged a monster, and I assumed it was the one I'm hunting, but it's just some... I also need to learn all the names of all these monsters. There's so much. Oh my god, it's a Jagras. I don't want to hunt you right now.
This is gonna suck.
I was like, that guy, what was he called? A Toby Kodachi? Yeah, a Toby Kodachi.
Yeah.
Like, that moves around so much. Like, that was a rough fight. I feel like I do need to maybe equip something quicker.
Because the greatsword really depends on you, like, knowing the patterns of the monster.
Oh, jeez. Like, its tail is so vicious. I also just got locked in my own combo. I hit the button too many times. Oh, you fudge muffin. Ah! Jeez, he's so quick.
You know what? Fine, I'm just gonna play Aerial Greatsword. God.
Wish you had your boomstick now, don't you?
This one's good enough. Yeah, there's the automated message. Down to blues.
I should probably look at maybe getting the jump on it too. Can two people mount a monster at once?
No.
Okay. Hey! Get back here! No, I was really hoping I could... Alright, come here, you punk. Did my best attack really only do like 70-something damage to him? It might be time for me to upgrade some stuff. Might be time for me to upgrade some stuff.
Also, you can charge up the slashes, by the way.
What? Oh yeah, by holding it?
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
oh shit,
button,
oh
yeah.
shit, oh shit. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's go ahead, just go ahead and drink another one. Just drink another one, bud. Then we're gonna switch over to,
Get
Alright.
back here.
Have you not taken any damage at all?
Armor.
Oh, you got the really good armor. Okay.
Yeah. I keep the weapons down really low so that I don't kill it instantly.
Uh-huh.
But the armor has like the build and everything. Gets kind of icky to remove it. Because then I gotta put it all back and... it's
No,
just
it's
weird.
alright, yeah. So meanwhile, you know, he's hitting me and taking out most of my health. And with you, it's just... Like, I need to just...
Just like
go ahead
light
and
scratch.
Yeah, I guess I just need to go ahead and start grinding out, like, you know, the Bareth armor set, the Jaggy armor set. Like, I was told not to worry about it at this stage of the game, but at the same time, like, he swipes me with his tail, and like 3/4 of my health is just gone.
Just make what you can with armor.
So don't try to Up this. Yeah, see? You just barely swiped me and I lost half of my health. So at what point would I need to start worrying about, like, fully... Oh, shit. I'm too committed. He loves doing that rolly attack. Son of a...
And now he can't see you.
Yeah, even fully charged up, that attack did almost nothing to him.
Also, thing to keep in mind is that different monsters have different weak spots. Like this guy, his weak spot is his tail. And so when you hit his tail, you'll get these orange numbers that are deal like double or sometimes triple the damage.
Powerful type of slinger ammo. That's able to pierce the thick shell of monsters. Never underestimate an angry monster. Keep your distance and watch for a safe opening.
Burn it out. Ugh. Nice.
Bonk.
Nice, nice, nice.
You did it! Let's head back and report to the chief
So I only fainted once during that fight, so I feel like I actually did pretty good. I did not mean to drink that potion. I take back everything I said. I'm still pushing the wrong
There it
buttons.
is.
What?
So I figured out. Alright. Figured out how to do the rising slash on this thing accurately or consistently. I'm pretty sure for you it would be Y and B at the same time.
Y and B at the same time. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I was hoping I was gonna like knock you off of this ledge.
It's much harder to hit than. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just, bro. I'm just that good.
Just that good.
I'm just that good. You know.
All skill.
That
All skill, no luck.
obviously wasn't luck at all. No.
No.
Alright. If you want to catch me again, like I'm not ending stream or anything just yet, but I do stream Thursdays and Friday evenings starting at about 7 p.m. US Eastern. And then Saturdays and Sundays starting about 1 p.m. US Eastern. So if you want to come hang out, like, you're more than welcome.
Sounds great.
I mean, I think I can be a bit boring, but some people enjoy me. Benefits for specialized tools. Okay, so now I can grow stuff.
Hunters of the 5th, come see me. We've got an urgent quest.
Actually, I could probably put on my full heals build. That would be funny.
Explain.
So, in this game, there's a skill called wide range. So basically, when you drink a potion or use an item or something, it'll apply that effect onto other people. So, like, if I drink a potion, it'll apply a certain... Depending on how high that level is, it'll apply a certain amount of that effect to another person.
Okay.
And so at level 5, which is the highest level that you can get it, it will
it'll give them 100% of the effect at like a really really wide radius. And so then you can also get two other skills which pair really well with that one, which is speed eating, which lets you consume items faster, and
that would be great. That would be really
yeah,
great.
and free meal. If you get free meal secret, which is which is an armor skill, so you have to have a certain amount of, you have to have three or more armor pieces of a certain set in order to get an armor skill. And so then once you get the armor skill called Free Meal Secret, you can, which is, it increases the normal max level from 1 to 3, and then once you get it to level 3, then it has a 75% chance of just giving you the item that you just ate back.
Okay.
And so that is, and if you have those three together, it's a full heals build. And it's basically, you just sit in the back chugging potions and healing everybody. Because, like, if you think about it, you have 10 mega potions, which are, like, big heals. If you can drink 10 of them and still have 7 or 8 left after that. Like, that is a lot.
Alright, I'll try to remember all that, but it's like, I'm listening to you.
Oh, no, it's completely
fine. And skills are tied to armor specifically, right?
For now, yes.
For now, yes. Oh, okay. Speaking of armor, I'm gonna go see what I can make.
Because like like certain armor pieces have certain skills, so like you can get an armor piece with the attack up skill. It'll give you some extra attack.
Yeah. So is that why the story of this game is so much focused on, hey, this is a new world, we do things differently here, because of all the changes they made to the formula?
No, it's more of just they changed like gameplay elements, and it's introducing it to a new set of players, because this is the first game that's been on PC.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is the first game that they put on PC.
I knew it was the first game on Steam. I didn't realize it was the first game. Okay. That does explain a lot.
I mean, you can technically use, like...
emulators and stuff, I know.
Emulators and stuff, yeah. But this is the first game they officially put on... Yeah.
Scale, pelt... Oh, jeez, there's... I think I'm going to go for the Kodachi... Or at least what I can make of it. I'm going to be so mismatched and ugly by the time I'm done with all this.
That's just how it goes.
Man, it bothers me though.
It bothers everyone, but it makes it feel all the better once you start looking good.
Oh geez, I just realized that all these armors have like weaknesses to stuff. Oh jeez.
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Dude, like if there's one thing I'm good at, it's overthinking this. It's overthinking everything.
We don't need to worry about min-maxing DPS until we get like at least 20% into the game.
Man, like I'm not even concerned about that. I just want to make sure I'm dressed right for each kind of monster. Like, you know, if I'm fighting a monster that can shoot fireballs at me, I don't want to be -2 against fire. Like that's where I'm at. But yeah, I'm probably just overthinking it. So yeah, let's just grab all this. Oi! how does one farm monsters? Because it seems like
You can do optional quests which have the monsters in them, so then you can just go and hunt them.
repeatedly.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's like I was noticing the main quest was just like, I'm, I'm assuming at least that you can't repeat them.
The main quests, no, unless
Yeah.
you like do a new game and everything.
Yeah. Which I'm not planning on doing. At least not right now. It seems like enough hours are going to be lost to this. Just okay. So I think the only part left I need to make is the gloves and the gauntlets. I'm sorry. Yeah, the fan braces.
I think I have a weapon that you might like. So you would want a faster weapon, right?
I'm beginning to think a quicker weapon might be up my alley. I did enjoy
So-
when I was messing around with it. I did enjoy the glaive. It just seems like it would take some time to really get a solid feel for it.
'Cause that's the way that a lot of the weapons in this go. Is like every weapon can be quote unquote fast, but it's just how good you are with it. Because like the iron katana is one of the fastest, or the katana is one of the fastest weapons in the game, but for new players, it's one of the slower ones. If that makes sense.
Well, yeah,
'Cause if you-
I didn't mess
Yeah.
with the katana, so I didn't.
Yeah, because like if you know how to chain the moves one into the other, and use the monster's attack pattern against it, it's like yes, it can be very fast and very fluid. But if you don't know how to do that, it can be very slow and cumbersome.
Right. So so it's really just a matter of knowing how to chain the attacks together.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I can't do much as far as upgrading my sword right now, but at least which, like, if I'm looking at this right, if you want to go down a different upgrade path with your sword, you basically have to just create a new sword.
Yes.
Man, you got to be careful with what you're doing.
Not entirely, because you can just hunt the monsters again.
Well, yeah, yeah. This game very much seems like the kind of game that you just want to sink your teeth into and spend. Well, what is it? You said 600 hours?
Yeah. Yeah, I've around 600, 700 hours. I'm not sure of the exact amount because I've spent a lot of time just sitting in menus talking with people.
I gotcha. You doing the whole social thing. Oh yeah, I need to talk to the guy. We apparently got an urgent request or an urgent matter. Oh, there's somebody in here I need to talk to. Hello, armory person.
My.
Oh, we deal in ready-made weapons and armor. Yeah, like, I talked to this person, and then the game was like, have you heard about the Defender armor? I'm like,
It's like, no, yes, don't use the Defender armor.
Yes, I have. Interesting. So look at the armor specifically.
Because that's the first thing that anybody will tell any of the new players about in this game is like, don't use the Defender armor.
If you want to actually experience the game proper, don't do it, yeah. Alright, so, I mean, I guess I look alright. I'll live anyway. I hope. So let's talk to this guy. Just get it out of the way. I want his greatsword. Like, how do I get that? Like, what monster is that?
It's actually a worse greatsword than yours. Fun fact.
Is it?
Yes.
I take it back. Oh, is that Jagras or something?
No, that's not the Jagras. That's the bone greatsword. Pretty sure. No, it's not the bone greatsword. It's actually no. It is better than yours because it's the dragon bone greatsword. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
All right.
we'll figure it out. We've almost finished securing the base. One thing left to do. What is an Anjanath? We need to hunt that Anjanath down.
Oops. Hold nothing back.
The objective is urgent, meaning it's a top priority. Okay.
Okay, time to wrap up defending the base.
Alright, I promise I'm about to start on the next quest. Oh, right, partner.
We got this.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so post a new quest. Assigned. Oh, this is a star level 4. Yeah, no, let's just go ahead and do 11. Oh, I did discover a third camp in the forest, but it's not ready yet. Is there a quest or anything I need to do for that?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Our number one priority is to secure the base by taking out that encroaching Anjanath. Use everything at your disposal. That's the way it works here in the New World.
Yeah, I feel like there's just going to be like weeks on stream here where I'm just doing the optional stuff just to get everything I need set up. Extra camps and grinding out gear and all that. I'm not complaining. I'm looking forward to it, actually, in a weird way. Oh, shit. There's water moss. Herb. What is a latchberry? That's new. I say that's new. Watch me have 900 of them in my box. I just didn't know. Amazing. Let's see, band.
Oh, an Anjanath. Fun, fun, fun.
What's the name of that guy? BR. Yeah, that guy. You just don't you just love bots trying to sell you stuff in your in chat?
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's very sad for the, like, really, really small streamers. It's like, oh my god, I finally got somebody in chat, and it's a bot.
Yeah, it's like, and it's yeah. I mean, I'm used to it. I just ban them when I see them. I think both of my mods are sleeping now, so they're not really here to help me. Alright, so I thought he was on my map. Am I crazy? Let's just keep looking. That's a Jagras footprint. I don't need to look at those. Actually,
The
wait.
true-
I can pull up the map and like ping the monster, right?
You can pull up the map and ping places in general.
Yeah, if I do, oh, how do you ping again? Is it like A? Oh, it's right stick. Right. Okay. Oh, I've apparently been all the way up to the 3rd floor now, doing that exploration I did earlier. Yeah, we're just gonna keep looking.
But yeah, actually, getting a bunch of weapons in this game is very satisfying because there was a long time when I didn't have Iceborne, and I didn't have the DLC, and so I just spent a lot of time in the base game, and I I made it a personal goal of mine to get one of the best weapon of so in the base game there's like one that's just the best weapon, like it is the best weapon for the base game
Right.
that you can get in the base game without going into Iceborne. And I made it my goal to get that weapon for every different weapon. So like one for bow, one for
Yeah, you
glaive.
you
Yeah,
wanted the top tier of each weapon class. Yeah, I got you.
yeah, and that was a lot of grinding.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, that seems to be like half the point of this game.
It's fun though. It's very fun. You know, a game's good when grinding, which is infamously terrible to do, is fun.
Yeah. That motherfucker just threw a dead Jaggers at me. Alright. I'm in the fight. Oh, wow. Even with this armor, he still does a lot to me. I felt like I would have died in the leather, though.
Definitely would have died in the leather.
Because he hit me pretty hard. Like, he got a good hit on me. Uh-oh. Roll away. Roll away. Roll. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
It's the theme song. It's the theme song right now. Rolling, 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 rolling. Tail! Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, shit. I forgot I could block. That might be helpful, too.
Oh, block is great. Also, you can tackle, which that gives you super armor. So like you'll still take damage, but
Oh my god.
you won't get
Oh
staggered.
My god. Where's my potions? I don't even care which one I drink now. I just need to drink it. I need to drink something. Oh hey man, what's going on? Oh that's my Palico. I thought that was you. Ah! You almost got me. Oh, you stunned me with a roar. That's neat. And now he's just gonna walk away casually. You wait until I catch up to you, you punk. Alright, let's get some honey while we're here.
I changed up my look a little bit, so now I have this sweet looking scarf.
I wanna see. Where you at? Oh, you're behind me. I want to see. Oh, woo. Just flows in the breeze.
Yeah.
I like
Also,
it.
you know, funny story. You see these thigh highs right here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had to fight the second hardest monster in the game to get those.
Well,
Fashion hunting.
At least you're styling and profiling, yeah. Alright, let's
Fashion hunting.
Oh shit. Now's my chance. Oh shit!
There we go.
You beat me to it. Like,
Although if you
I saw the
if you mount
opportunity.
him, you gotta be careful because he'll try to like knock you off and stuff.
Well, I kind
He'll try
of figured that. Yeah.
He'll try to knock you off and shake you off, and so you gotta hold on tight or move. And now.
Okay, I see. So hitting the weak points definitely yields more damage for sure. Okay, I got you. Oh shit.
I was like 3 frames off from the guard point.
Oh my god, you've been playing this game so long, you just frame counting. Oh shit! I think you almost saved my life. You. Uh oh. Rolling. Like, attacking his face seems to yield a lot of damage, but it's also so freaking risky.
Now's your chance.
Big booms.
Get noticed again.
What is that?
That's a Rathalos.
Why is that
And they're-
here?
They're having a turf war. They're fighting.
It just picked it up! Holy shit!
What can I say? Nature's metal.
Oh, you don't understand. That was like one of the coolest things I've seen in a video game. Oh shit! Shit. Okay.
See, but that's the problem about turf wars is that now we have to fight that thing or run away. I choose run away.
I'm down with running away. If the Rathalos kills the Anjanath, we get credit for that, right?
Yes.
Why is it chasing me? Okay, no, it's going back. Okay. Like I thought it was starting to chase me down the tunnel. Okay, where's down here? Can I jump from there? Yes, I can. Ugh.
Oh shit! I need to heal up. That's not good.
A little bit. Okay, I'll try to distract him.
Roll around and put the fire out.
Uh-oh.
Your health is gonna be toast.
Uh-oh. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. There we go. Let's go ahead and drink the potion. So I will top off my health. I don't even care. I'm that much of a... Oh, he's enraged. The game said when he's enraged, we need to keep our distance. Right?
Yes.
Let him cool off a little bit, yeah.
Breathing down my neck with your fire ass.
Hey. Hey, Dick. 2 damage, 3 damage. How did I miss? Didn't miss that time.
I need to sharpen my weapon.
Got him. Why does your Palico have like a bell or a drum or something?
You can unlock items for them later in the game, so they can help you out.
146 damage. That's good to know. Oh, he's limping now.
Burr.
Get over here!
Burr. Burr.
Okay, I'm not doing much damage.
That's another Rathalos.
Yeah, or the same one. I think that's actually the same one. Rolling. Ah, rolling out. So I know that like this was partially scripted for tutorial purposes to show us turf wars. This could just happen naturally.
It was not
on
actually.
Any, was it not?
It was not.
Oh, with the dialogue, I just assumed. Oh shit! Why are they both targeting me right now? Okay, there we go. Yeah, focus on each other. You know, I'm just gonna hide in this bush.
Well hidden. Hopefully this does the trick.
It just jumped at me while I was hiding. You son of a biscuit eater.
Please, just let me hit you with my boom boom.
Oh, so you
I
know
need
what?
to hit a
You know,
max
I'm just like, you know, eating some popcorn right now, watching the show. Just like, I'm just seeing you rolling around between the two. Mate, I'm gonna need you to calm down. How did you see me? I was hidden. You fuck. Okay, it's time to move, time to move. Cursing's not a problem or anything, right? Oh, I was about to jump on your ass. Why'd you jump? Why'd you jump up here? Yep. You know what? That was worth it. That was not worth it, though.
Let me hit you! I hit him!
Got him with the boom boom?
I got him with the boom boom.
Oh, there we go.
As it.
Good work. Now that the base is secure, we can focus our attention towards capturing Zora Magdaros.
Alright, so... Let me get the good stuff. Let me get the good stuff. I want to make a sword with you, bud.
Sword has the fire element.
Cool. Alright. Man, that was something. Oh, you trying to knock me up again, bud? You trying to knock me up? You're gonna get me. That was the wrong attack, though. Oh,
I gotcha!
Piss, you got yours off just like a second before I got mine. Oh, no!
Catch again!
Now you're about to chain me. You're juggling me along.
Actually, people have done that before. They chained a person between three people with charge blades. Between three people with charge blades, and they took a person and then they chained him between each person in a triangle.
That is so messed up. Alright, I've got another question for you. So, at what point should I start looking at responding to SOSs?
When you feel comfortable with it. When you feel comfortable with helping other people.
Okay, because it's like, just for shits and giggles at the beginning of the stream, I just tried to pull up a list, and I only saw 2, and I didn't qualify for either of them.
Yeah.
Like, it was like future quests and stuff.
We have much to discuss.
Alright.
All our preparations are complete, and I have all of you to thank for working double time to make it happen. I'm especially impressed with the 5th for hunting the Anjanath despite being new. That's one less misery standing between us and capturing Zora Magdaros. Well done. When will
You're
Zora
welcome.
reach the Great Ravine?
That's a good question.
Precisely at daybreak.
Good. Let's run through the operation one last time. Our hunters will rendezvous on site. Once the beast appears, the operation will commence. We've built 2 barriers in the target's path. Your objective is to stop it at the first barrier, initially wearing it down with cannon and ballista fire, then restrain it with binders. However, there is a chance it will break through. If so, we'll initiate the mounting phase of the operation. During this phase, we'll attempt to weaken it further, so that we'll have a better chance of restraining it at the second barrel. Make sure you hammer it as much as possible with cannons and ballista. They're there for a reason.
Affirmative, sir.
Technicians, make sure you do a final check on the equipment before we begin.
Yes, sir.
Quartermasters, conduct an inventory on our supplies. Researchers, proceed to the Great Ravine with your escort as soon as you're ready. We can't bring our quarry back to base, so take what you need and be prepared to conduct your research on site.
Don't worry, Commander.
Everything will be in order.
Keep your ears open during the operation. I'll be giving orders as the situation unfolds. May the Sapphire Star light your way. Dismissed.
Alright, so now we're initiating the plan to capture the Zora Magdaros.
Wow, the big moment is.
Is this one you can join me on, or is this a single player thing?
Here. How about you?
I'll take that to mean
I can join you. I can join you on it. But it's pre-scripted.
so there's not a lot to...
Yeah, you can do literally nothing and it'll be the same.
Oh, I'm sure I'll find a way to fail it. This is me we're talking about. If there's a way, I'll find it.
Like, or actually, the first part of it is scripted. The second part, you just have to go around and hit things, hit rocks until it goes away. Pretty sure, at least. Pretty sure.
Don't spoil it now, you know? Time to make him shine.
No
I want to
story
see
spoilers,
about... Yeah. So I want to see about upgrading my sword again. I just want to check this out. Also, apparently I need to collect a mineral of some kind, and I think that's a horn? Alright, I don't need to worry about the defender tree. I remember. So, like this, hold on. So the sword that I think I'll be able to upgrade to on the bone path is 576, yeah, versus 528. Now, hold on. If I have him forge a great sword, make it a bone blade. Yeah. And then I upgrade this. Right. Yeah, okay. It's not much of a difference, but it's a difference. Then if I fight a few more Anjanaths, I can get what I need to make the Flemmenzen. That sounds like a cool weapon. I should probably aim for that, right? And we'll take that as a yes. What are kinsects? Insect glaze can be used together with a kinsect. Oh. Oh, insect glaives sound complicated. Like there's a whole thing with these kinsects. Okay. I'll explore that another day. Alright. So now that I've got a cool bone sword. Capture an Elder Dragon. Came here for the first.
Nothing can stop us.
You know, I'm going to accept that as my backstory. She just said I might be on the run from assassins. That's my backstory
What?
now. That's my back. Like she was spitballing and being silly, but that's my backstory now. I am on the run from Melink's assassins. I think she said. One for the history books. Let's do it. Let's get something to eat. I don't know if I really need to for this quest, but...
Actually, hold on. Let me go to the canteen real quick. I can pay for your meal.
Oh. I just triggered a cutscene. Hold on. I don't... At least I don't think I have to accept a meal just yet.
Nah, it's just showing you the meals that it's like. There we go.
So now I should be able to eat a meal. Yeah, I didn't have to pay anything. Cool, cool, cool. So... Yeah, so I can just order the chef's choice platter now. Or...
And that will give you almost double your health as max.
Well, it says attack up medium. Is there something I'm missing?
Nope.
Okay. Let's eat. Oh my god, there's even more food. I'm eating an entire chicken.
I mean, you gotta eat a lot to keep those muscles fed. I mean, you're waving around a giant sword all day.
Yeah, and you know, it's like I'm looking at this like he has a literal feast in front of him. It would take me that's like 5 meals for me, and he just ate all of that in one sitting. I'm like, damn, dude. Do I have to talk to her again?
I mean, you gotta think about the biology here. They're out doing this every day.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Like,
and their metabolism would be crazy high.
It's like, I know, like, bodybuilders can put down food like it's nobody's business. Like, weightlifters and people like that. I imagine it's the same thing here. It's just, all I know is if I ate that food, like, I would be, like, 3 times bigger than I am now, and I'm not exactly, you know, in the best of shape. Alright. Let's leave for quest, yeah. The quest has been canceled. What?
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can just rejoin the quest if you talk to her again.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, the game said I needed to talk to her, and...
Yeah, you need to talk to her to accept the quest, and then you need to depart on the quest.
It's still highlighting her, though.
It'll just do that.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like, yeah, it'll
I've
just
never
do that.
I've never noticed that before, so I guess it's been doing that the whole time. It's...
Yeah.
Man, you know, I'm blind.
We all are.
Probably stupid, yeah.
It's alive.
Quite a sight.
Just wait till we're finished.
Soon, I hope.
The second fleet always delivers.
How often do they send these fleets
This is
out?
gonna work.
Chief,
Like probably every 10 years?
Once every 10 years, yeah.
Following the migration of the Elder Dragons?
Oh,
Yes.
we'll get it ready by morning. I promise.
I'll hold you to it. When
Because they
time
sent the
comes,
first fleet
you
out
know
50 years before.
Some people have been here a
operation will
long
commence at
time.
daybreak.
Yep.
Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us, eh, old man?
Also, something I'm interested in knowing. How long did you spend in the character creator?
I spent like 40 minutes making my character, and then like another 20
And then
designing
and
my
then you
cat.
found out and then you found out, yeah, because that happened to my friend. Where like he spent so long in the character creator normally, and then he found out they had to do the cat too, and he was just like, "Oh my god!"
He's just like, fuck it, just give me a cat.
Because I spent like 2.5 hours on mine.
I've never been one for spending forever in a character creator. Like I'm kind of surprised I worked on my character for as long as I did, to be honest with you.
Because I love character creators. Like they're my favorite thing.
What's that one really pretty Korean MMO that has that legendary character creator? I've heard people carry on about it. Like some
Black
people,
Desert Online.
yeah, like some people just play that game just to make new characters. Because apparently its the character creator is just whoa.
Wear the beast down.
Uh oh.
Big boy.
Oh hey, you. I mean, if you want, you can join me. I need to find an unoccupied cannon. Hey mate, do you mind? Do you mind if I should have aimed it. Can I not?
Hold nothing back.
So you have to. You can put five cannonballs in one cannon, and it'll fire them all simultaneously.
Can I move this? Like push it?
Yeah, you can push it from the side.
It's not doing.
You have to like get on the side and then hold it.
Oh.
You have to like press B.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now that like I'm trying to aim it, but it keeps going too. There we go. Fire!
Hiya!
I feel like 150 damage is not a lot for this guy.
It's enough.
I'm fighting Godzilla, basically. Like, this is ridiculous. Also, why is this bird flying around us? The little punk?
Also, he moves fast.
Yeah, I finally slowed him down a little bit.
Move.
Proceed with caution.
Okay, I'm about to have to take this little thing out. I think it's about to bust through the first line of defense. Push it over a little bit. There we go. Fire! Oh, that thing died in one hit.
Dead.
I'm gonna assume it's because I upgraded my sword. No, don't break the barrier! Don't do it! Thanks, man. I like how the NPCs help load the cannon.
But they can't shoot it.
I mean, that's all right with me. They would just waste
So, like-
the ammo anyway. There's these little.
So you have to come by to things that they've loaded and shoot it for them.
Oh, that counts for all the cannons, doesn't it? Oh, I've just been
Yeah.
shooting. I've just been shooting from the one. Okay, so let's. Well, some of these aren't even cannons; they're crossbows.
Ballistas, yes.
Ballista, yeah, thank you.
Yep.
I promise I know different kinds of weapons. It's just in the heat of the moment.
I get it, yeah.
Oh, no one's been loading this cannon, though. So is there any way to win/fail this?
Move!
I'm assuming not. It's just like you said. It's just
Yeah, it's scripted.
it kind of takes the fun out of it a little bit, but you know we're just gonna shoot
It
'em.
kind of does, but it's a cool set piece, like really cool set piece.
So I haven't shot any of the ballista yet. I think I'm gonna do that now. Let the NPC load this cannon while I get to oh shit. That it just tried to eat me.
That guy almost just fucking died. Like he was in like it slammed his hand down, and he was like in between his fingers.
How do I reload?
It's time to restrain this beast.
You have to go and grab bolts.
Climb up!
Oh,
The binder is on top of the barrier!
where are the
Fire
bolts?
from
It's-
the ballista when you're ready.
These are the bolts. Okay. I want to say I did that, but it might have been you.
That was you. I wasn't shooting.
Okay. I'm just that good.
Just that good.
Just that good. Just that. Don't you break the barrier. Don't you. It's gonna break the barrier. Apparently, its weak point is like its chest. So I was shooting it, and it's what I thought was its face. Oh, this cannon's busted. It's okay. All right, man. All right, I got this. This might miss. Nope. It hit. It hit all 5 shots. Thanks, man. Oh my! Oh, even my Palico's reloading it. Oh, that's adorable. Just helping me out with a little bit of murder. Yes, you are. You're a good kitty.
Now,
I'll
fire!
scratch you behind the ears.
First binder post. Success. We restrained its movement.
Now! Hammer it with all you've got! We need to wear it down!
Alright. And away we go.
It's broken loose.
What's the target's condition?
It's still not weak enough to capture, sir.
I just want to hit it with my sword, man. It's all the way over there. What's the point of upgrading your weapons if you can't use them? Oh shit. It made me drop a cannonball. Alright, here we go. I don't know why I'm grabbing cannonballs from all the way over there.
Zora Magdros is breaching the first barrier.
No, it's not. I'm gonna stop it. Okay, maybe not. Wait, wait.
Zora Magdros has breached the first barrier.
All right, next phase. Zora Magdaros has broken through! Hunters, grab your transports and proceed to the mounting phase of the operation!
The
Move it,
wedding?
hunters! Get to a hitching post!
The wedding phase? The mounting phase.
This is where it really counts, partner. You can do it.
Sure, just as soon as I... Hey man, what's going on?
Now, now!
I think he's AFK.
We're on its back, old man! Give us some orders!
Find the magma cores on Zora's shell. Those are its weak points.
Oh,
so if you
dear.
attack them, it'll wear the beast down.
Okay, is this a magma core?
It's
Ah, Jesus! Some of
It's a red glowy thing and it explodes a little bit.
342 damage. Let's go. I'm
The
sorry,
big
what?
bomb. Them some big bomb numbers.
What can I say? I'm just...
Magma core destroyed.
Okay.
Boy, Zora Magros did not like that one
Oh
bit.
boy.
Good. Find the next one.
Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. You know, as a set piece though, like I like actually getting up on top of a monster this large. Even if it's a bit. Oh, you just straight up jump down. By the way, well, welcome back. Ah, piss. I am not fainting on this mission. I'm not doing it. I refuse.
Second magma core destroyed.
Pierce
What's
kill.
happening? It's changing posture.
Full
I think
send.
it's trying to get up.
I'm sorry, what?
Stay calm and
Full
focused.
send.
Just keep looking for those magma cores.
Actually, did you know that there are Monster Hunter
Find another
speedrunners?
core on Zora Magros' head.
Right.
It doesn't surprise me. There seems like every game has a at least a small community of speedrunners at this point. At least any game with that's any kind of popular.
Yeah, but like people speedrun like certain quests. So like they'll speedrun how fast they can beat a Toby Kadachi or something like that.
Oh, so they don't try to speedrun the whole game? I'm sure
Yeah.
that's a category. I'm sure that's a
Oh,
category.
oh yeah, it's absolutely a category.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't need to come down here. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, you know, I'm just gonna mine. Just gonna mine some ore.
Best thing to do in this level.
Oh shit! I'm glad there's no fall damage in this game.
I'm currently on top of its head.
Cool. Oh, apparently I can't climb this. Okay, cool. All right, I'll climb this again. Hit. There's a lot. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go over here. I'm working on it, Miss Handler. Over here, and then up. Yep, there we go. I think hi.
Wait long.
Oh, you have extra
Over
supplies?
here.
Okay. Cool. You're already destroying it, aren't you?
Already dead.
Alright, I guess it's just waiting on me to get up there to trigger the cutscene or whatever. Sorry. I'm slowing you down.
Nah, there's one more. There's one more.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Well, I just got up here! Gosh darn it! So
Speed. I am speed.
I'm clearly not the speedrunner here. Woo! Where is it? Is it like... Okay, I'm gonna try to follow your path here. Did you have to go all the way down?
Ow. Yeah, I had, or not all the way down.
There
but
we
there's a
go.
little-
Yeah, I found you. So much verticality in this game. Oh. Okay. Okay, game.
That was.
Okay, game. Hey, you might want to heal.
See, told you it's fine.
Enough. Move towards the second
Man, I've used up like 4 potions on this mission.
Watch your footing or it'll shake you off.
I think we're good. I don't think it'll shake us off in here.
Zora Madros is getting back on all fours.
Okay, I guess we need to move. This thing is... You know, if there's one thing this game seems to do pretty well, it's scale. So what now?
Yeah.
Well, what are we doing?
Enjoy the view.
Okay, I mean, it is pretty.
Oh, want to see something cool?
Sure.
I can fly.
Hey, man, look, from my perspective, it looked like you were flying off the friggin'... Yeah, okay, it's not gonna let me jump down. Yes, it is. Never mind. Woo! I don't know. Okay, I guess we're just gonna hang out. Yeah. Oh, you know, while we're waiting, where is? There it is. Whetstone. Swing. All right. So it's weird being on Godzilla's back. Okay, we are covering a distance.
We moving.
Did they not expect us to complete it this fast? Is that why we're just riding on it right now?
I'm pretty maybe.
Like, I imagine as a first-time player, like, you'd be a little lost on this thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm saying that basically as a first-time player, but I was kind of just following you. So yeah, he seems to know where he's going. What's up?
What's up, man?
You still got your flying suit on there. All right. Ah, you punk. All right, just you wait. Uh-oh. Ah! I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Told you.
Damn it.
I've got that figured out. I know I can get you even though you're behind me now. It would have been good to know about this when I was hunting those small little jaggies in the first quest. Yeah, yours is just a bit. Oh, hold on. I want to mine this.
Yeah, you can't do that to like monsters or anything, but you can do it to people.
Really?
And so it's a legitimate strat to hit somebody up in the air and have them hit the monster from the air to go for an out.
That's so cool that it's actually useful like that. Uh-oh. Come here. Yeah, yours is. Yours is just faster than mine. We started at the same time there.
Mine just comes out faster.
Yeah. Ah! Hey, Dark and Evil, how's it going? Welcome to Partner Flipper, where we flip our partners. Or try to. But I think I'm getting better at dodging you, even if I'm not getting better at flipping you myself. Oh shit, I almost started... What was that? Hold on, I think I just discovered a new attack. Yeah, like if I immediately push the 2 buttons right as I'm coming out of a roll, I do like a... Interesting. Get out of here.
Damn.
Uh-oh. That seems to be another barrier we're approaching.
That took a long time.
I did. Like I said, I was just following you. I imagine I would have been trying to do this for a while. Ah, piss. This is like, sometimes I just have trouble determining that was not what I meant to do. Oh, come
Gotcha.
on.
Zora Madros has reached the second barrier.
Come
It
on.
makes
All right, let's
get
get ready,
ratios.
beast. Ready your one-shot binders.
Yours also has longer range than mine does too. Like it has a longer reach.
But yours can hit behind you.
Look, I'm fine with that. I have to have some advantage over you. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm coming. Can we not get on the actual head here? Oh shit! We.
Fire!
Look, I want to poke it in its eye. Oh shit!
I fell off.
Yeah.
That black figure up in the sky.
What?
Now we're down here.
Hunters, you need to get up under Zora Magdaros' shell right now!
We need to what?
A monster! Some unknown monster has
Now fight this thing.
Magdaros' shell.
Ballista team,
This one's
if anyone
fun.
provides support.
What the?
Hunters, under Zora's back now!
Okay. Ah, piss.
Careful there.
I don't even know what this is.
That's the mysterious black monster we've been hearing about. The one that left those thorns behind.
Yeah. I need to stop button mashing. I need to actually push my buttons with purpose. It turned around. Oh, I cannot hit its head. I cannot hit its head. It's apparently dense. It's oh shit. Oh, okay. I need to put the weapon down. Put the.
Hunters, assemble on its shell! We need to drive off that monster!
Yeah, let's go ahead and sharpen our blade. Why not? Where's the potion? Where's the potions? There it is. Okay, I guess we're coming over here.
That's funny.
Come on! Back in position, now!
I got a new pendant.
Aim! Fire!
Are you already out of the quest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I've already seen it, I don't get the
The cutscene
cutscene.
again.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, so I'm going to describe to you what's happening right now.
I can see the stream.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was about to be like, so Horny Boy's angry, but you can see the... I was about to start making jokes. I had a whole bit planned, and then this dude showed up with a katana. So I'd like, yeah, his sword just broke on its hide.
No, his sword broke his hide.
Oh, his sword broke his hide. Okay. Or broke some of the arrows pointing out of its hide or something.
The spiky boy.
Oh, he just flew off. And I just fell off, and you just fell off. Like, it actually still has you in the cutscene, even if you're not here.
That's funny.
I mean, it's cool that it actually has your party member like in the background of some of the, you know, camera cuts and whatnot. You know, like I like how it's that like consistent, even in the cutscene. I mean, of course, it's focusing on me and this guy. Actually, I don't see you at all anymore.
Spiky boy is gone. Yeah, that guy's I'm pretty sure that guy's like 60 years old or something, or like 60 something years old.
Look, there are certain professions, you know, like this is classical wisdom from ye olden age where warfare was much more brutal and common. It's like there are certain professions to where if they live to an old age, you just learn to fear that person. Like immediately. Because there are some professions you're not supposed to live to an old age too. I feel like monster hunting's one of them.
Fear an old man in a profession where most die young.
Yeah, that's the phrase. Thank you. I like how you had the phrase ready. Like, that's such a succinct way of saying what I just rambled on about.
I
All right, gather round.
I have so many just random internet lines in my head.
First, your reports. Where do we stand right now?
Thank you for the follow.
I should have done that way earlier.
We've been a little busy. We've been a little
We
busy.
lost track of it. The
Just a wee
situation
bit.
made it quite difficult for us. However, I think we have a chance.
Which is
to
good
salvage
timing
the
because I
situation
think
if we can pick up
I
this
don't
trail
have
on the
time
other
to
side.
do another mission now.
We've got some good news from the field team on that front. Tectonic movement from when Zora passed through created a fissure in the Great Ravine.
Oh no, not a
That
fissure.
fissure is our ticket to catching up with the beast.
There's no point. We exhausted our supplies during the last operation. Even if we did track it down, there's no way we'd be able to pull off anything of that scale.
Then what should we do, Commander?
We'll have to send a ship to the guild.
A ship?
But with the skies and seas the way they are.
It doesn't matter. We cannot proceed without notifying the guild of the situation. We should send word and wait for their decision. Captain, can I count on you?
Never you worry, sir. I've been watching.
Everyone else is standing around here in like dope ass armor, and he's just standing here without a shirt. Like,
It seems that the fissure in the Great Ravine is not only
Fisherman is the most OP character.
an opportunity as well.
like you have to be confidently. I mean, like, look, that's just
Together,
man.
I mean, it's probably very hot there, so the armor must get uncomfortable eventually.
Well, it's like they are camping like right next to a tropical forest. It looks like, so it is probably fairly warm.
may the Sapphire Star light your way. Dismissed.
I also feel like I missed half of what they actually said just carrying on. Oh well. Is the story really important? Or is it just an excuse to kill cool monsters and look awesome doing it?
Let's go on and
Some people say it is, some people say it isn't. I say it isn't.
You say it isn't?
I say it isn't important. It's just an excuse to kill monsters.
Alright. Yeah, I think that's gonna be
Yeah.
it for me.
But
for
before
now.
you head off, let's head to the gathering hub real quick, because I want to show you something that I call my power pants.
Sure. I'm heading up now.
This is my so-called signature look
Signature look.
that I have most of the time.
Well, it's definitely a statement. It's definitely a vibe.
The power pants.
I love the flowery design of them too. We ran out of supplies after fighting the big monster. Captain, go back home and let the guild know about it and grab some supplies, please. Please, Kay, thanks, bye. That's basically that cutscene in a nutshell, and along with a little bit of, hey, can you go to the ravine for us? That would be great. Also, I've got a very important question for you.
Yes.
So, when you pull up the list of players, they have like they have a like along with everything else. There's a primary group listed. Mine is somehow gunsmith, and I don't know why.
It might just be what game you play the most or something.
I have never played any game where I would be a gunsmith. Because it's like, I mean...
primary group. Because a group is, like a Steam group.
Oh! You see, I didn't even think I was part of a Steam group. Like, I don't remember joining one. That's weird.
Gunsmith is a... So, I'm pretty sure you can change that. If you go in there and you just click on yourself and put you profile...
Oh, that just pulls up my Steam. Okay.
No.
I've got too many cables in the way. Yeah, see, I've got friends. I've got videos. No, I don't actually have any videos. So if that's... I don't know. That's weird. How much of this have you played, Dark? This is where he says he's like beaten it, done all the master quests. He's basically a god at this game.
Actually, send me your guild card. Yeah.
How do I do that?
So go into that little communication thing that I said, or not that one.
Do I click on you and then send a... Okay, I figured it out. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay on my stream. So, okay, I think I sent you one. I hope I did.
Guild card. Should arrive here in just a second.
If it doesn't, let me know. I'm sure I can send it again. So you've played Iceborne on PS4, but you only have the base game on PC? Okay. I think I still have my copy on PS4 in the closet somewhere. I haven't had my PS4 hooked up in well over a year now. Can I... Yeah, I just don't want this $sign by my name. Like, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, it's based off of your Steam group. So what Steam groups are you in?
Just that I didn't think I was in a Steam group. How do I... See, I haven't done any of the social stuff on Steam. Not really. So if I go to me...
Because I'm not really sure how it works either.
Oh, that is super elitist. You can make it auto accept guild cards, but it'll only auto accept. But you can make it only auto accept above certain master rank and hunter ranks. that is so elitist.
Okay, so apparently you can change it in group by going to options, info,
No, don't go into options. Just go into the menu and then go into info.
oh.
And then you can change it to whatever you want.
The only thing on my list is gunsmith.
Oh, yikes.
Okay, so that's a thing. Okay, whatever. I'm a gunsmith. That's my life. I don't remember joining.
Because doesn't make a ton of sense to me, because mine's Monster Hunter, and I have like 4 other games that I play, and I never joined the groups on there.
Yes, unless I've just clicked on something at some point. See, the really weird thing is, when I played this game Sunday, I did not have a primary group listed, and now suddenly I do. So I don't know. That's just weird. I don't understand it. I want to do my poses. That's what it was. Dark just added me to his friend list. Do I have to add you back, man? I'm assuming this is you. Bam. Cool.
I'm gonna show off just a little
Yeah,
bit.
see, like in his profile, it's listed he's part of 7 groups. But if I go back to mine, like I've got nothing. I've got nothing there. Like at this point, I just want to join a group just so I can change it. Like this is. I love my cat so much. She's just so happy to be here.
The cat is small.
Oh, this is just the canteen. Okay. Just like down below. Alright. Well, I'm about to wrap her up. Because I do have work in the mornings. I've got to be getting to bed here pretty soon. As terrible a thing as that is.
Hey, partner.
Do you have any last things you want to say before I
Tag along.
leave our call for the night?
Not really. It was super fun. I'll definitely have to come by again.
Oh, well, I'm happy to hear it. See, like I'm always paranoid. Like it's just like social anxiety, I guess. But it's like whenever someone joins me in game or whatever for a long period of time, it's like, you know, I'm gonna bore this person and they're just gonna leave. But I'm happy to hear that you did enjoy the time here. I just can't wait to get to some of the really challenging monster hunts. Like I'm really stoked to try my hand at some of the later ones. But we've got to walk before we can run. But yeah, man, I'll see.
It's gonna be a fun time.
For sure, for sure. All right, well, I'm gonna take off until we meet again. Which, by the way, Dark, I have a Discord now. It's completely empty. We just set it up like 2 hours ago. 2.5. I should probably
Also,
figure out an
you can-
icon.
Yeah, you can add the link to your Twitch account so that when you scroll down and you're in the little bio, there's a little thing off the side there that you can just automatically have the link there.
Now, I'm gonna probably set up a command on top of that too. Like if you type !Discord or look here, you can find the, you know. Speaking of commands, I also keep a VOD of every stream on YouTube. Like I upload them to save them forever because here on Twitch they're deleted after like 2 weeks. So like if anybody wants to go back and watch these misadventures, you just type !YouTube and subscribe to me on Twitter. On YouTube. Sorry, words, English. You said it earlier. English is hard.
English is hard.
English is very hard. But yeah, man, you have a good night. And I'll be here tomorrow, same time, if you want to come hang out.
Sure, definitely. I'll see what I can do.
Yes, sir. I mean, if no pressure or anything. I understand. I understand life gets in the way. and if you have,
it's more a problem of I'll see if I can remember or not.
That's fair. At least you followed me, so if you get on Twitch at the right time, I'll be on that list. And this is when you tell me you have followed like 70 channels, and I'm at the bottom of it. Yeah, man. You have a good night and take care. All right.
You too. You too. It was fun. See ya.
See ya. See ya. All right. So, everybody who's here, that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna double check to see if anybody I know is streaming, but when I looked at my list earlier, there was basically no one but the goat chick. Let me just pull it up real quick. Yeah, I've got nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and just end the stream. Wherever you end up, whether it's another Twitch channel, whether it's, relaxing, watching some YouTube vids, whatever it is you're doing, I hope y'all have a good one. And I can't remember if there's a save option or not. There is. Okay, we're just going to do that real quick. I pretty much trust the autosave in this, but I also get very, very paranoid about that stuff. But yeah, until next time, I'm Sir Valfius. You are you. Sign-offs. What are they? Bye.